Okay, welcome. So if you've got to this part of the video, I think this is now step 5 of this whole project. We're going to record the 12 bar blues melodies that you've written, and we're going to record those into GarageBand. Just to recap, the 12 bar blues melodies you would have written on this sheet. Okay, these are for a 12 bar blues riff style melody. Remember that you wrote a little 2-bar phrase, so one here and one here, using these rhythms, and then you wrote that one phrase here, you wrote a phrase here, you wrote a phrase here, and then got over here on the back side of your page and wrote a phrase here and one there. Okay, so with your 5 phrases, we're ready to now record those into GarageBand using these notes, and of course using the GarageBand project that we recorded earlier. So the one you've been working on in the previous couple of lessons. That, of course, looks like this. All right, just to recap, you should have recorded a classic electric piano, which will have the chords of your blues. You've got a bass guitar for your bass line, and then you've got a drum track, any drum track that you like, that was an Apple loop, and you've recorded that or dragged and dropped it into this particular track. So you should have 3 tracks. You'll notice I have 4. That 4th track is what we're going to use to record today. Okay, so to do that, what we need to do is we need to select a new track to record into. The new track button, if you follow this up, you've got to hit that plus button in the project window. So if we go back to the project window, I've already hit that plus button up here. So I go up to new track, and you hit software instrument and create. And what that'll do is that'll create this track here for you. All right, I've already got it there for the purposes of this video. So there it is there. What we're going to use is we're going to use this now to record our melodies into. But we need to select a new piano so that it doesn't clash too much with the piano or the bass sounds that we already have. All right, I might just move that up. Now, we go back to the melodies that you have. I've got a version of that I've made electronic, and it's just here. So here is my first phrase. All right, it's using these particular notes and the same rhythms that you have. So you'll have 4 quavers and 2 crotchets, then 3 crotchets and 2 quavers. I've just put different notes. I doubt it'd be a coincidence where you and I would have the same notes written. But if it is, good luck to you, but hopefully you don't. So I'm going to record this phrase in now into GarageBand. So simply, for this video, I'll show you how to do it, and then I'll make another video where I show you how to break the counting down so that you can record it in accurately. Okay, so if I go now over to my project, some of you may not have this keyboard in front of you. Remember that we need to have that keyboard up here if we're going to record notes in. So if you hit Command K, it takes it away, but it also, Command K, brings it back. All right, so my first phrase is going to use these notes. It's going to use a nice descending phrase down to F and then back up to C, and then E flat, F, G, E flat, C. Okay, let's go to there. So I think this is what it's going to sound like. So I need to be able to make sure I know where B flat is. Remember that a flat, we go down a semitone from the original pitch. So there's B there, because as we know, C is on the left-hand side of a group of 2 black keys. So C, backwards 1 from C is B. Take that down a semitone is B flat. All right, so this is what my phrase should sound like. All right, that's the first half of the phrase, and the second half of the phrase is this. I'll play that all in one go. It's this. All right, let's see if we can record that. So I've rehearsed it. Now I've got the playback head when it comes time to record. Make sure the playback head is on bar 1. We're going to hit record and we'll see how we go. So hit record. Make sure the track you want to record into is highlighted. Don't have that highlighted when you want to record here, because otherwise it'll record over stuff you've done already. So make sure that the track is highlighted. Let's hit record and see how we go. Okay, I have one wrong note in that, but that's okay for the moment. For the purposes of this recording, that's all we need to do. So that's my first 2-bar phrase recorded. Notice how I have 2 bars of music and then I rest for 2 bars. That sounds like this. So all the way back to the beginning. Let's play it. Now I'd stop it there, and then I'd go through and I'd find my next phrase, which looks like this down here, this one here, and it sounds like this. So I would then make sure I've got to record that in. So I've got 2 bars of melody, 2 bars of rest. Now I'm going to start at the next bar. I think I've got to be able to play. Just play that for the moment, see how we go. So here's my next phrase. Let's record it from bar 5. Okay, I recorded a bar too early, but that's okay. I've started at the right point. I can always just delete that. I can trim that track by clicking on the track that I want, and I'll just trim out those 2 bars that I don't want and start there. Okay, so if you're having any troubles with that, or have a go at it to begin with, if you have any trouble, just let me know and I'll come around and give you a hand.